Hi everyone, your Pal here with another vlog. So this arrived in the mail today, and I am very excited to open it because I've gotten back into Beyblades with Beyblade X, and this is like a major thing that just came out recently. I believe it was released on March 21st, but I did not get it until today. I pre-ordered this a while ago, once like pre-orders for this were available. And yeah. And the reason why March 21st is significant for this is because that is apparently Beyblade Day, because March is the third month, and then 21, so it goes like 3, 2, 1. So I thought that was clever. But yeah, this package, really neat for collector's purposes, and I'm really excited for this. It's been a blast getting back into Beyblades, because it was something I was really into as a kid, then fell off of once like the fad died out with the original generation. Like, it stopped becoming popular like around 2005 or 2006 or something, and then I really had no one to play with. And I was still into it, but like not as much. But getting back into it now, again, has been pretty fun. And this is the Beyblade 25th anniversary set. I believe the 25th anniversary was actually last year. I don't know, I might be wrong with that, but this set is pretty neat because it celebrates the 4 major generations of Beyblade. So you can see here, you have the original first generation logo. People refer to it as the plastic generation or the Bakuten Shoot generation. I prefer to call it the plastic gen, but this is the Beyblade Metal Fight or Metal Fusion or something logo. I watched the first 2 episodes of this anime back when it originally came out, and then just never kept up with it. This is from Beyblade Burst, which I know nothing about, except that it has the burst mechanic that is a part of Beyblade X, and the Beyblade X logo. So, yeah. Open this up, and this is really cool. So, right over here, you can see artwork of I assume this guy is the main character in Beyblade Burst, but this is Tyson / Takao from the first generation. Then we got this guy from the Metal Fight Fury series. That guy, I have no idea who that is. And then we have X, or Jackson, or whatever his dub name is, Jackson Cross. And then over here, you have their respective main Beyblades. You got Dragoon S, Pegasus. Are the names there? Yeah. So Dragoon Storm, Storm Pegasus, Victory Valkyrie, and then Drawn Sword. So that's really cool. Velcro little thing here. I'm not sure how well these Beyblades do in the meta of Beyblade X. I believe all of like the remakes of the first generation Beyblades have not done well, like the Dronzer S remake or the Drigger S or the Drasil S. But I believe these 4 are at the very least going to be comparable to each other. And it's neat that the S series of the main characters' Beyblades all got remade here. I think they made a remake of one of the Metal Fight Beyblades. Also, I just realized, I believe these are all autographs of the artists for each of these characters, so that's cool. Don't know which is which, but still really cool. I was really into the first generation anime. It was really cool being able to watch through it all more recently with my friend Angelo. So he'll be able to at least recognize Tyson, and he'll also be able to recognize Common X / Jackson Cross or Ekasu Cross. So, because we're watching through Beyblade X right now, and I want to be very careful with. Oh, I didn't even realize the backside had things too. Got key art for each of the series, which is nice, and then just the stats of their Beyblades, and they each come with like their own little launcher. The left spin winder launcher is probably like the one that appeals to me most. Then we got some string launchers here. Then a special 25th anniversary winder launcher. So, yeah. And then, I'll just open these up. I want to be very careful with opening this, because I don't want to, like, ruin the box or anything. But right here, we have each of the Beyblades with stickers. I think it's just the blade part that's here. So, that's cool. I'll have to pop these out and see what else is in here. Oh, these are all the other parts. Got the Beyblade X QR code, sticker sheets, which I don't think I actually need, but neat that there's extras, and then the other Beyblade parts here. So, yeah. This has some pretty interesting parts. I mean, it has the stock drawn sword combo, just with a special drawn sword sticker. And then it has rubber Excel parts for the other bits for the Beyblades. Then let's see, got 460 for Dragoon S, 370 for Storm Pegasus, 260 for Victory Valkyrie. So, I mean, those parts, I mean, 370 is probably going to be, like, the most useful, maybe. I mean, 360 on Drawn Sword, 360 is a pretty nice part. And then the blades themselves, really depends on how much they weigh. I have heard that Dragoon S does not weigh that much. But, yeah, let me just pop these open. Okay, so I got everything out of the box, out of the packaging, all that stuff. So I'm going to start off by going just in order here. So this here is the Dragoon Storm Blade with the ratchet. And then the bit, Rubber Excel. And actually, it's a weird shape for the bit, but I don't know. Maybe Rubber Excel will be nice, but for comparison's sake, I have my original Dragoon Storm Beyblade from when I was a kid, and overall, it's a nice recreation. It's taller, but that's because Beyblade X Beyblades tend to just be on the tall side. Doesn't have the like bit chip protector part. Oh well. Colors seem to be pretty accurate. This one it doesn't have the Japanese characters on it because this is a Hasbro Beyblade. The bottom doesn't have stickers or anything, and I'm not sure about the weight. I could check that later, but this does feel light compared to Beyblade X Beyblades. And I mean, the main difference here is that the contact points don't protrude out as much on the X remake. So yeah, and for fun, I also have my original left spin launcher. I think this came with Dragoon Galaxy? I don't remember, because this is one of the newer left spin launchers, and this ripcord was from the remote control Dragoon V2 that I used to have as a kid. I don't have that anymore, but I kept the ripcord. And I can compare it with the left spin winder. I do like the Dragon winder, how that came back, and I do like that it's like the pulling part is vertical. Just like a minor thing, but the colors are pretty close. This is just like a lighter shade of blue, but it'll be nice. I do think I prefer winder launchers over string launchers, but that's just me. I don't have any ways to compare like the other Beyblades I have, because I don't have any Metal Fight stuff or Beyblade Burst stuff to compare with Storm Pegasus and Victory Valkyrie. But anyways, here is Victory Valkyrie with the 370 ratchet, and then this, I guess that is accurate compared to its original release back whenever this Beyblade originally came out. I don't really know, but I assume it is a faithful recreation. And then this here is the string launcher that goes with it. Apparently, this is the same color as the original string launcher that came with it. I mean, string launchers are alright. It's just I have my preference towards the others, but I mean, I could try to play around with this to see if my opinions change. And then this here is Victory Valkyrie. I don't know how I feel about Beyblade Burst Beyblades. It just feels like there's a lot going on with their design. And then 260 for the ratchet, and then that. So that's neat. And then here is the string launcher that came with this one. It's a darker shade of blue than the other one, has the black prongs, so that's neat. But feels, that's the wrong Dragoon. there's the wrong one. I mean, it feels heavier than this. I think this is the first Beyblade Burst remake that is done in the X style. Then comparing it to this, feels, I mean, this feels heavier than Dragoon S, but yeah, I do like the Pegasus design, but not as much as Dragoon here. The Dragoon line of Beyblades is my favorite in just Beyblade, just in general, if the camera will focus on that. I mean, that's partially why I got back into Beyblade X, because of like the Drake / Dragoon line that Chrome uses. I really liked Cobalt Drake. In terms of design, I think Cobalt Drake is still my favorite Beyblade in Beyblade X, but it's not nearly as good as it used to be, because power creep is a thing. Here is the 25th anniversary drawn sword. Got the shiny sticker, at the very least. Then the 360 ratchet. And then flat for the bit. And actually, I do have not quite the original drawn sword. I do have this drawn sword. This is the one with the Cobalt Drake color scheme for the blade, and it's just the blade, and for the parts I have on it, it's just a mishmash of what I have. The rubber Excel from the customized set, and then 760. So I guess I can compare it to that. Neat. I'm gonna need to actually mess around with this, because I just got the 760 part earlier today, so I'm gonna need to do some play tests with this. But I mean, yeah, 760 is a good part. But anyways, back to the 25th anniversary set. This is the winder that came with it. As you can see, if the camera will show it, it does say 25th anniversary, so that's neat. But yeah, the 4 Beyblades from the 25th anniversary set are pretty cool, and it's really neat that Beyblade is celebrating their 25th anniversary. It does not feel like it's been that long, but also I took a major gap with Beyblade because, again, I was into it as a kid, was not really into it like past middle school, and then I just got back into it more recently. I mean, my interest in the anime has been like on and off because there was a time when I rewatched the original Beyblade anime back in like 2017 or something. But yeah, just like the Beyblade, like the physical Beyblades themselves are neat. I was talking with Angelo actually, and some of our friends from college have gotten into Beyblade X, and they live closer to Angelo, so at some point I just want to get together with all of them so we could just mess around with like whatever they have and like what I have, because at this point I have a good number of Beyblades. It's in the Beyblade X format now, counting what I just opened up here, I have 34 Beyblades, which might not be as much as some other people, but to me, that is a good number, and that collection is probably going to grow, what with the CX stuff coming out and just Beyblade X continually just progressing and evolving. Anyways, 25th anniversary set is cool. I do like that artwork with the 4 protagonists because they're just neat. I mean, I like Tyson a lot. Not my favorite character in the original Beyblade anime. It'd probably be Max or Kai, but the Dragoon line, definitely my favorite. Anyways, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for another vlog. Later.